It's Madden NFL 22, where division rivals will clash in the AFC South. It's the Titans and the Colts, and it comes your way next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Just as we were ready for air, it was the Colts emerging from the locker room to great fanfare here in Indy. They're ready to go as the Colts get set to match up with the Tennessee Titans. Brandon Gaudin alongside the one and only Charles Davis. And CD, lots of compelling storylines in a game like this. Let's take a look at some of the numbers for these two offenses.
And I'm glad you brought up the numbers because sometimes it's hard to quantify a team's performance solely by judging the numbers. But I think with these two teams, what you see is a pretty accurate representation of who they are.
Here's Randy Bullock now to put toe to leather. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. Taken at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. As we get a peek at Matt Ryan, a man who's been in the league since back in 2008.
And when you start with listing a guy's accomplishments like Matt Ryan's, all these years in the league, near the top of the league in completions and percentage, touchdowns each and every year, has won an MVP, taken his team to the Super Bowl. You're talking about a guy who might be finished, but he still has gas left in the tank. Big right arm, great leader, the face of his franchise.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Let's go. Everybody scoot up. 21, 51, 51.
Back to Taylor on 1st down. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Let's go, baby. Turn up. Get that ball. Get that ball.
Now they'll throw it with Ryan. Finds his big tight end, Mo Alley-Cox.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
Ready, back 25.
Now Ryan on first down. Hits his target, the tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They give to Taylor out of the gun. Powering his way forward, and he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 41 yards on the ground for him so far. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complementary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Here's Ryan to throw. Touchdown, Colts. It's complete. Mo Alley-Cox. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Colts take it right down and score on the opening drive. They got to love that. 9-play drive results in 6 points.
That means they're doing the dictating. That means that they've described how the game's going to go. They're playing at their tempo, at their pace. If you're on the other side of the ball, if you're playing defense, defense is not methodical. They've got to go in there and shake things up and create a little havoc.
Point after try forthcoming. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy. That time a 9-play drive. And the result for the Colts is a touchdown. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Titans set to take over behind their quarterback, Ryan Tannehill.
And one of the things that has really impressed me about Ryan Tannehill has been his perseverance. Early in his career, didn't have the success that he desired. Had some injuries that slowed his development, but he kept working at his craft, and now he's a guy that I think you can put a game on his shoulders.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he'll work his way forward up to the 22. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. Throwing on third down, Tannehill. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As you and I know from visiting a lot of camps, no one practices this type of a start, do they?
Especially not on the road. You give up the touchdown on the opening drive. Now there's likely a 3-and-out on your first possession.
Yeah, you throw that incompletion there. You hate to fall into a hole early, especially on the road. Got to be careful.
On fourth down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. Back deep for the Colts, Nyheim Hines. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now it's Hines. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
First and 10, Taylor now. Able to power through. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. Caleb Farley there on the tackle.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now a handoff. Taylor with it. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
Here we go! Here we go!
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run on first down. It's Taylor. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a second down here.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Mo Alley-Cox with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Colts are able to grow their lead.
It's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8-ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get.
And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and that'll make the score 14-0. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 the score as they regroup with 1st and 10. Tannehill eluding the pressure, and now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it, and the Colts pick it up, and he will take this down to the 10-yard line. A disappointing end of the sequence there. He was starting to turn nothing into something, and then he lost the football.
And sometimes things get lost in the transition, and what I mean by that is you go from being a passer to a runner. And at a certain point, once you cross the line of scrimmage, you're strictly a runner now. There's no more downfield threat. Make sure you take care of the football while you're traversing downfield.
The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. Following the fumble recovery, it's Ryan. The quick slant caught. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Taylor. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Jonathan Taylor, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and it's now 21-0. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. 2nd and 8. Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Tannehill. He's going to float this one deep right side. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Here's Brett Kern now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this returnable for Hines. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now trotting back out with the rest of his offensive mates, the big tight end. And what can they do to better account for him? Because they haven't accounted for him well so far, as we see here on your screen.
They may have to drop coverages they haven't run so far. They have to create something on the fly because he's beaten everything. And when you watch this game unfold, you keep thinking to yourself, is it 2 men, 3 men, maybe even a 4th guy may have to go and account for him. But right now, he's shredding the defense.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns, over 100 yards. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. 2nd and 2. They'll try the left side with Taylor. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Credit the sack there to Harold Landry.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for third down. Here's Ryan. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a fourth down.
Coverage was awfully tight there on third down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on fourth down to punt this thing. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. Here comes Ryan Tannehill now, leading his offense back out there. If second quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes you take on all that extra pressure on yourself, and maybe you have to disperse it a little bit. Lean on some other people. Lean on your team.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. After the interception, here's Ryan. Now that's into the hands of Mo Alley-Cox, the tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Ryan. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. 51 the mic, boys. 51.
Again, Ryan. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now Ryan. That ball caught by Campbell. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 17-yard line.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Rodrigo Blankenship for the Colts field goal. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. Blankenship's kick is good. And that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. So everything else has gone right in this first half. Kind of follows that it would for their kicker, too, as he adds 3 more onto the lead.
Yeah, and the way that this one's gone, definitely not looking like he's going to have to worry too much about pressure kicks late in the game. He can go out there free and easy, just work on his form, and he knocked that one through.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we hit halftime here in Indianapolis with the Colts on top as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everybody, to our abbreviated version of the EA Sports halftime report. First, though, let's run through the next-gen stats for the Titans in that first half. And there's not a whole lot that's next-gen about these numbers. 0 total yards passing as a club in the first half. That will not win you many football games. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they had a little more success than their counterparts did in the passing game, as evidenced by the numbers there.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Titans getting set to go here to begin the third quarter. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Second down, they go again with Henry. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
What an advantage having a elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Here's Tannehill. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. And they had the big halftime lead. Their defense just helped them out further by forcing the turnover, so things are starting to look pretty rosy.
They certainly are, but they've got to be careful about getting complete.
Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. That sack by the DN, Danico Autry.
Get it in here.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
41's coming. 41's a mic.
Another try after the first down sack. Ryan toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You've got to cash in and get some points.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. The toss here completed to Pittman. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And he's got his big wide receiver complete.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
A first down carry for Henry. Bulldozes past him. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Off play action, Tannehill. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
I liked his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. Open is Swaim, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. 6 yards left on 2nd down. Now it's Tannehill. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Grover Stewart never giving up. He works his way to the QB for a loss of 12. So 3rd and long after the sack. Tough task for Tannehill and the Titans.
They're going to look to throw.
That's caught. Nick Westbrook-Akine with it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
Tannehill on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Indianapolis. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. From the 45 on 2nd down, Tannehill. And his throw is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on 3rd down conversions. They need a yard here. Tannehill throwing again. Open man, Westbrook-Akine. And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw, Tannehill. And that's complete to Westbrook-Akine. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Second and 8 coming up. Again, Tannehill. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 20-yard line.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his 1st catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, Tannehill. This will go to Henry out wide. And the Titans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. A handoff running left, Henry. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. What a game this defense continues to play, huh?
Yeah, they've been aggressive from the first snap, and they've controlled this ball game. But right now, if you're on the other side of the ball, you've got to match that aggressiveness. No points so far in this game. Moving the football, got to be that way to go against them and try and get some points on the board.
And I'm curious on the defensive side if and into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Titans are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. So now Tannehill leading his crew to the line to go for 2. Tannehill looking to throw. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
On 1st down, it's Taylor. The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. 2nd down, another run with Taylor. And he'll go down at the 28. 82 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Here's Taylor. A tough run, but not a huge gain. Dropped at the 25. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a give to Taylor. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory, and it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.